Right. Let's dive into the heart of the matter. Food is not just fuel, it's the soul of a place. It's the essence that binds communities together, the flavors that tell stories of generations past. From the bustling diners of the 1950s to the regional specialties that have become synonymous with American culture, food has always been more than just sustenance. But now, the soul of American food is in crisis. Empty booths and abandoned drive-ins tell a story of decline. The places that once buzzed with life and laughter are now eerily silent, a shadow of their former selves. Iconic brands are collapsing, affecting your travel experience. The faded logos and shuttered factories are not just symbols of economic downturn, they represent a loss of heritage and identity. These brands were once the cornerstones of American dining, and their decline is felt deeply by communities across the nation. This isn't just numbers, it's about the experience. The nearly empty restaurants and dusty condiment bottles are a stark reminder of what we've lost. It's about the memories made over shared meals, the joy of discovering a hidden gem on a road trip, and the comfort of familiar flavors. For travelers and food lovers, this is a wake-up call. The disappointment on the faces of travelers and food lovers alike is palpable. It's a call to action to preserve the culinary heritage that has shaped our nation. We'll expose why these brands are failing and what it means for you. The headlines tell a grim story, but understanding the reasons behind these closures is crucial. It's not just about nostalgia, it's about the future of our food culture. This is about the future of food and travel. As cityscapes change and fast food signs disappear, we must ask ourselves what kind of culinary landscape we want to leave for future generations. The empty rest stops are a stark reminder that the choices we make today will shape the experiences of tomorrow. Listen up. We're diving into the wreckage of the American food industry. Let's get started. Join us as we explore the factors contributing to this decline and what can be done to revive the soul of American food. It's a journey through the past, present, and future of our culinary heritage. Let's get started. Kraft Heinz, once a titan in the food industry, a name synonymous with American comfort food. From the creamy delight of Kraft macaroni and cheese to the rich, tangy taste of Heinz ketchup, these brands were household staples. But what happens when giants fall? A corporate disaster, a bloated mess. The stock price plummeted, sending shockwaves through the market. Investors were left reeling, and the once mighty Kraft Heinz found itself in a precarious position. How did it come to this? They ignored consumer demand for fresh, flavorful food. In a world increasingly focused on health and quality, Kraft Heinz clung to outdated practices. Consumers wanted fresh produce, organic ingredients, and transparency. But the company failed to adapt. Their arrogance led to a decline in quality and trust. Negative reviews flooded in, and loyal customers began to turn away. The once beloved products were now seen as relics of a bygone era, unable to meet modern expectations. Travelers now face inconsistent, disappointing meals. Whether in diners or fast food joints, the quality of Kraft Heinz products has become a gamble. What was once a guarantee of satisfaction is now a source of frustration. The brand's failure is a culinary tragedy. Shelves that once proudly displayed Kraft Heinz products now stand empty. Cooks and food critics alike lament the decline of a brand that once set the standard for American cuisine. They thought they were too big to fail. Executives, blinded by past successes, ignored the warning signs. They believed their dominance in the market was unshakable, but they were wrong. Now, they're scrambling to stay relevant. In a desperate bid to regain their former glory, Kraft Heinz is rebranding and updating their products. But is it too little? Too late? The trust is broken, and the taste of America is fading. The very essence of what made Kraft Heinz an American icon is slipping away. The food that once brought joy and comfort now leaves a bitter taste. It's a disgrace to the names of Kraft and Heinz. The legacy of these once great brands is tarnished. Their names now associated with failure and disappointment. Travelers are left with a bad taste. Disgusting. The final verdict from consumers is clear. Kraft Heinz has lost its way, and the taste of America will never be the same. Campbell's Soup, a name that once evoked warmth, comfort, and the simplicity of a hot meal on a cold day. It was a staple in American households, a go-to for busy parents and a nostalgic reminder of childhood for many. But today, Campbell's soup is a shadow of its former self. Once a symbol of comfort, now a relic. The brand that once dominated the soup aisle is struggling to stay relevant in a market that has evolved beyond its reach. They failed to innovate, sticking to outdated flavors and recipes that no longer resonate with today's health-conscious consumers. High sodium content and lack of variety have turned many away. Travelers seeking a simple meal find bland, uninspired options. The once reliable choice for a quick, satisfying meal now leaves much to be desired. Campbell's decline affects the availability of quality food. Supermarket shelves that once overflowed with a variety of soups now stand empty or sparsely stocked. They lost their way, drifting in changing consumer tastes. The rise of organic, low-sodium and gourmet options has left Campbell's behind, struggling to catch up. The comforting promise of a hot meal is gone. What was once a reliable source of nourishment now feels like a letdown, a watery broth of failure. They squandered a legacy of trust and reliability. The brand that once stood for quality and convenience is now a cautionary tale of what happens when you fail to adapt. Campbell's is a monument to lost flavor and vision. The factories that once buzzed with activity now stand silent, a testament to missed opportunities and changing times. For travelers, it's a reminder of vanishing comforts. What a mess. The decline of Campbell's soup is not just the fall of a brand, but the end of an era. An era where a simple can of soup could bring warmth and joy. Now, it's just a reminder of what once was. Milk. Dean Foods, once a dairy giant, collapsed. They failed to adapt to changing consumer preferences. Travelers now face inconsistent milk quality on the road. The bankruptcy disrupted the dairy supply chain. The reliability of finding familiar brands is gone. It's a warning about the fragility of our food system. Dean Foods' collapse is a crack in the foundation. The milk has literally gone sour. Travelers see the effects firsthand. A total disaster. Conagra Brands, known for mediocre, shelf-stable foods, they failed to deliver quality and health. Travelers find uninspired options in convenience stores. Conagra's struggle means declining food quality. They tried to buy relevance but failed. Their approach is cynical and soulless. Travelers face a culinary wasteland. Conagra's potential is squandered. They could innovate but choose not to. Travelers are left with disappointment. It's pathetic. Kellogg's, once a breakfast staple, now struggling. They failed to adapt to health-conscious consumers. Travelers face declining breakfast options. Kellogg's decline affects hotel breakfast quality. They mismanaged healthier brands. The cereal business is shrinking. Travelers find breakfast choices confusing. Kellogg's split is a desperate move. They're abandoning their iconic product, a fallen giant. So there you have it. These brands were part of the American story. Their decline changes the taste of travel. The food landscape is more disappointing. We can demand better and support innovation. Your choices matter. Join the conversation and refuse to accept decline. Together, we can champion a better future. Don't let the soul of American cuisine die. The future is in your hands.